All right. Let's get started. Okay, so I think I figured out the color mostly. I'm actually going to do something I thought about the other night. I'm actually going to change this guy's skin color. More like olive, kind of. Not that yellow. Hold on. Or green. Yeah, something like that. The reason is because I actually wanted them to look like they came from different places. So maybe a little more that, like different parts of the desert or whatnot, whatever. Okay. I think these colors will work. This I'm not so sure about. Kind of like that, kind of don't. I might mess with that a bit. I'm not crazy about this either. Let's actually bring this back over this way. Green. Maybe we keep it that way. I don't know. We'll keep that for now. I don't know. I might change things up a bit in time. Hard to say. I just realized that didn't get it. That's okay. After this page is done, still have a ways to go, but we're making our way through. That's the copper. Okay, so let me do that I actually need to erase those lines. Probably should have kept the cuff, but I completely forgot about it as time went on. Which is a shame because I do think it was good. But I just didn't remember to put it in. And I don't feel like going back to the line work again, so. Even though it wouldn't be that hard to add, but it would be just... I've been working on this comic chapter, just a chapter alone for 2 years. It's time to finish it. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I wonder if Luminous has put anything else new. You are listening to right now is an artist by the name of Luminous. He did a really cool edition of the Metroid soundtrack on a analog synthesizer. Goodness, quite a few years back now. It's crazy to think. He actually even did. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to figure out what color that's going to be. The soundtrack to. Oh wait, hold on. I know it's. Oh, that is. I'm done. We can. Of course. That's interesting. That's right. I can't. Okay. Part of me just wants to make it monocolor. I think I will. Save this one. Well, speaking of, that's funny. Well, let's real quickly let's see if Luminous has anything. Not really. Well, let's go ahead and switch. Something with a little bit more lift. Because goodness knows I need it. I am tired. Okay, so. Alright, just keep going here. What a mess. Let's see if I can kind of figure out the logic behind this. There even is logic. Okay, so that I think these are his fingers. Do this. Maybe this. Whole thing. Yeah. Hand here. Let's go in. Let's go in. That's the wrong color, dang it. There we go. That's better. Oh, and then you. And that. Is that his skin? I think it is, actually. Let me double check. So, yeah, that side. Okay, but he has kind of a. Hold on. How do I want to do this? Because technically, there's that. If that's the case, then this would actually be connected here. Something like that. Technically, that doesn't make any sense either, but whatever. You know what? I am gonna keep that. I have to change it later, whatever. This should work. Yeah, there we go. Then the inside will be like more blue, darker. Oh, these guys are gonna be fun to color. Nice thing is, this guy only had the color for one more page, I think. Technically, like 2 more pages, but he's barely in the second page. Well, okay, yeah, there's like 2 pages worth more to do. Yeah, that's right. His legs are... That's wrong. That. And I need to do the... Hold on. I don't know if I'll keep that as is. I don't know. I might play with these colors a little bit more. I'm crazy about them. I just realized one of those is backwards. Oh. Okay. Let's keep going. This page, I'll get to that page eventually. Well, maybe today. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how long I want to stream. This. Color. Okay. I kept on forgetting to draw her sash. It's kind of funny. Okay, how do I want to do this? Do I want to... Okay, I know. That. We can unselect that. We can select all of that. Deselect that. We can deselect the arm. That, deselect that, deselect that, deselect that, deselect that, that, deselect that, oops, deselect that, oh, and select that. I think, yeah, this is all I need for that. That really quick. Okay. Now, that's right. Yeah. The teeth. This hair actually looks alright. It's a miracle. Figured out how to draw hair. Kinda. Looks alright. Oh, come on. Grab and deselect. There we go. Okay, blemishes. Okay, I need to go back and get the hallway colors. Blue. Is that really the same color as the pants? That's not going to be a problem. It kind of is. It kind of isn't at the same time, is it? Sure. Hold on. Kind of is the same color. Huh, that's funny. Well, it won't be a problem because I'm gonna do the lighting in a particular way. Oh, come on. Unload. Worth noting, my internet did go down the other night. So hopefully that's not gonna happen again. Oh. Hopefully. Is the walls around here? No. Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta go get the walls now. This one will do. Not my favorite page, but it'll give me the colors I need. Okay. It won't matter which one I do first. Oops. Oh. Come on. All right. So now, all the way up and around. Oops. That. Need to. Oops. And you and Okay. Easiest way I can think is manually close the gaps. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, what's the inside of the door? I did that not that long ago. What was it? This one. What are you? You're that color. Yep. Work. Oh, come on. Blue, I need blue. What do I want to do? I know. Work. Oops. There we go. Oops. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Whatever, we'll just do. one that doesn't work. Okay, right here. This. Okay. I'll have to go back and get those colors. That really matters. That should be kind of good. Okay, that's technically that door jam. Or not, doorway, I guess, not really door jam. That being said, yeah, let's go. More big gaps. Size gap. There we go. That's fine. This room is like really dark, so I'll have to figure out how to like do that, I guess. Barrel, I do have colors for. Okay, and that box, I believe, is also in here and there. The hinge spell is probably copper or bronze. I think it's in here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's copper. Or brass. Maybe it's brass. Although brass is kind of weird. Brass is like, I don't know. Brass is like kind of tricky to make, I think. It took a long time to discover, for us to discover brass. Is the box? Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, worry about him. All right, let's do the background first. Should be good. Yes. Let's do this as well. Hello, Guilty. Good to have you stopping by. Hope you're well. There we go. And let's do this as well. How do I want to do this? Yeah. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Demon? Good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. A luxurious 6-week break. Dang. Wow. That is a very luxurious break. Make the most of that. That's the kind of thing that I would love to have again. That was the nice thing about like teaching. Like one of the big upsides, of course, is having the summer off, and I was able to really get a lot done on particularly this project in that time. That is a long break. Okay. Man, if I had had this summer off, if I hadn't had to work this summer, probably would be done with this by now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to just transfer colors here. Always appreciated there, Demon. I understand if you can't stay for too long. But great to see you nonetheless. That's not right. That should be a gap. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Alright, I probably will have to as well, this. And that. Okay. So let's do this. There we go. Let's see. Probably would be like a green tone to the middle of the feather. Something like that. Only get 8 days off for spring break. That's still a good amount of time for spring break. I always just stayed on campus. Actually, I come to think of it, was spring break 2 weeks or 1 week? I think it was 2 weeks for me. It was nice. That was a nice break. It's especially like that was something that I really learned when I was teaching was like, man, the sprint from basically like January, well, maybe not January, but like basically from spring break to the end of the year, it can be kind of brutal. Like going through like April and May back to back. A lot of days in a row. There's not a lot of holidays around that time. That's this. Yeah, no, it's a bit of time to go through. Well, and it was tough for teachers because, like, by that time, like, everyone's kind of done. Like, the kids are done. Like, the teachers are done. Like, everyone's just done. And it's like, ugh. Okay, how do I do it? This. That. We'll see how he translates with the lighting. It's gonna be interesting. Lighting on him. We'll see. Did any of your teachers in the slightest? It had its ups and downs. Overall, it was pretty nice. The time off and stuff like that. That was nice, but you know, the real kicker is when something doesn't pay the bills. It just doesn't pay the bills. If I was able to do the old gig that I was running and get by, I probably still would. Because I really did, especially like the fact that I was teaching animation made it a lot more enjoyable. That was really fun. This isn't centered, but whatever. I shouldn't mention things like that because I curse you with knowledge. Yep. It was a lot of fun. It was like, it was challenging at times, but like for the most part, like the big, oh shoot, the big thing that made it fun was, for the most part, like the kids wanted to be there in the class, right? As opposed to like, oh, I have to do science or math or whatever, you know. It wasn't like that, so that was nice. And it was pretty chill. I was able to get away with a lot. I just kind of ran the show how I saw fit. Fun. You expect me to fix it now? Too bad. Too bad. I've been working on this for 2 years, guilty. Chapter has been going for 2 years, bud. Has it really been that long? Yeah, this chapter. Just this chapter, mind you. Not the whole book. The whole book has been going for 4 years. So, you know. I'm not having an existential crisis or anything. No. Me? No. No. For real, though, I mean, I have to finish the comic. Like, there's no, like, ifs, ands, or buts about it. But doggone, man, like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna make a comic. Just straight up. Just realized that doesn't have the chimes on it. Whatever. It's really far away. Because I'm gonna be like, when this is finished in like a couple of years. Gosh, I hope it's only a couple of years. Gosh, I hope it's only a couple of years. When this is done, I'm gonna be like comicked out. Like, I'm not gonna want to work on another comic. Not like this, that's for sure. I mean, maybe I'll do something simple. I don't know. We'll see. Truth be told, though, I really miss animation. But yeah, that's how things go though when you're working on projects like this. It's like they just kind of drag on. This. Working on stuff solo takes forever, man. Well, unfortunately, animations are really hard to pull off by yourself. Long guts animation needs to be like a priority now. I have been sitting on that for way too long. I need to just do the stupid idea and like put it out there and like, you know, make something dumb, because dumb sells. People like dumb. Oops. So I should have. Nope. Not perfect. I think people would get a kick out of it though. How do I want to do the fingernails? Because I haven't been really coloring the fingernails. Oops. This guy. But yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, the truth be told, like, he's going to be in the dark, so like the color on the fingernails won't matter. Lighten that up. Unfortunately, the next priority is going to be Chapter 4. And the nice thing is Chapter 4 is going to be shorter. I'm hoping to get Chapter 4 done next year. That's going to be my goal. That's going to be like what I'm working towards. Is there any blemishes on his? No. And we need to figure out what the blemishes are. I'm going to have to say that they're more like an orange. Not even a red. Like a lightish red. Yeah. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, now I need to do the marks on his mask. Like that. And this one we can do this. For the string, let's do kind of like it's a leather or something, like a, that looks like bubble gum. Yeah, something like that. That's fine. Okay, that's him colored in. And right now it looks funny, but once I do like the color overlay stuff and whatnot, it'll all blend together. I hope that's gonna work. Probably won't. That I can deselect. That I can select. That'll work. Okay. Dang it. Hold on. Oh, I need to actually have to do that. Okay. Deselect, 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 deselect. Oh, and deselect. There we go. Ah, come on. I keep going the wrong way. Okay, do this. Select. I think the copper is the same. Okay, get back here, grab that. There we go, and then this. Probably could have been that faster. Oh well. That. Let's do this. Let's do this. That. Okay. Grab a skin tone. Let's grab you. Just get this out of the way. Here, grab this. Yeah, that works. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna need to get the color for the knives. Okay. Wait, I think I do have a lot of color here. This. Oh, dang it. There we go. I grabbed... I don't know how I grabbed that. There we go. There. Next thing is... Yeah, what is at the bottom? This one does have it against that. So much color, all the color. I call this phase the cleaning up the clown vomit part of the process. Also, it's good to see you, Luke. Did you free some planets? Fight for that good old democracy? That was some good matches. I think bots are my favorite in Helldivers 2. It's some... Oh. Oh. Ow. Yes, as I was saying. I do think that bots are my favorite. Yo, you failed already? No, I wasn't there to be support. I wasn't there to stim you and give you supplies. I'm getting good at that, though. That's been a lot of fun. Where is it? Come on. I know you're somewhere. There you are. The carpet. It is... What is it? It's this one. Yes. Okay. I think it was... Yeah. Okay, get that. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Still have to figure out what that is. Wait, is that? Come on. Okay. Dark blue is on the... Wait a minute. Ah, dang it. I reversed it. Hold on. Not that one. Is that dude upside down in a stasis tank? Basically, he's a homunculus, so he's being grown. Kind of how they do things. Basically, she's on a golem ship. He's like made out of clay and junk. He just kind of hangs out in the desert, fishing for worms. Let's go with that. Actually, I took out those lines, huh? Dude, maybe I'll keep that case. All right. That's fine. Okay. Let's start with the top since I have these colors conveniently here. That's fine. Just do a skin now. Yeah, just golem things. Just casually throwing another of your species basically in a jar. Fish as bait for worms? Not quite. Water, actually. He uses water as bait. Which, if you had read the first part of chapter 3, you would know. It is available down below to read. That would be funny though. I mean, you could probably use fish to get worms of some kind. I don't know. I feel like there's like carnivorous worms or something like that. Let's go here. Where's there it is. I mean, like lampreys eat fish, rotted fish. I think they're kind of like worms. Might have missed it. And to be fair, it might have been like a year since you read it, so you know, because it has literally taken me a year just to do this part of the chapter. Because holy crap, is this a long chapter? 40 pages. There are some people releasing comics and getting paid for said comics that make shorter comics. So, you know. All I'm saying is, it's a good deal to read. I don't know, for me though, like the thing for me is like, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't pay like, what is it, like $24 for like a 25-page comic or something like that? Personally, I wouldn't do that. I really wish I hadn't forgotten the bracer, because I do like the design of the bracer. But I did, and I don't feel like going back and adding it elsewhere. Maybe I should, but like, ugh. He's complicated enough as this as a design. There's the cream. Now we need the orange and the red. This, actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to color the gun first. Also, I might change that color. That's the bolt. That's the... Okay, that's the actual receiver. That's probably that. Okay, that's probably... Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Okay. Okay, diamonds. Good old... Oops. Of course. Okay, let's grab this color and this color. And now we can... I guess like this. And we can just kind of... that, and that, and that. Oops, and then that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That. Oh, hey, it's the not Mega Man 2 theme. I think it's like called something like that too. Yeah, Vert, not Mega. That's annoying. Yay. He's all color. Oh, except for this and this, you know. Probably what I'm gonna do here is I kind of like layer it to look like it's more transparent. Mess around with that when I get to lighting. Hey. Alright, that wall, is that wall different color? Might be. It's not. Okay. But that'll be good for lighting, because that's going to be lit differently than the rest of the room. Okay, I need you and you, because why not? Oh, shoot. What is the... Okay, it is. Alright, easy. That. Is that... think that's the door jam. There we go. And you. Nope. Okay. Now I need to do, actually I need to do the lower baseboard. That doesn't have any scuff marks on it. Okay, cool. Then I need to make up my own. That was 8:19. I may call it after this page is done. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I just got a new monitor and it's sitting behind me unhooked up and I'm really excited. So you know. Oh yeah, that was an interesting detail I decided to put in. Her knife is hung up on the wall. She doesn't have it on her. So that's actually why she doesn't use her knife. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a fun detail. That's wrong. And I think we could just start with this. That. Well, you know, hold on. There's a better way to do this. It'll be more accurate. What kind of monitor? It's an Asus. I know that. Technically, so it's an ultra wide or whatever, right? So it's 3440 by 1440, which at first I thought it was 4K, but it's actually just 1440, which I'm actually okay with, because pushing 4K is really annoying. So I'm actually completely okay with it being just 1440. That'll be more than enough. I'm going from 1080 to 1440, so that makes me happy. But yeah, so it's an ultra wide. It is an OLED. What is this? Oh, it's Disaster Piece. Holy crap. Neutralite, the hero. This is the same artist who did the soundtrack for, I always forget that this is Disaster Piece. This is the same artist who did the soundtrack for what's it called? Hyperlight Drifter. But yeah, so it's an OLED, which is what I was really excited about. 10-bit color, which doesn't mean much to the average person, but it means a lot to a person who does color work, including like editing and stuff like that. And what else? It has like a bunch of features and junk, but the big thing is I'm really excited about the color gamut. I'm really excited about just like the upgrade in general. Eventually I'll need to get like a mount for it, like a Vason mount. I need it. So my goal is, so I have 2 main monitors, right, that are over 10 years old. I'm pretty sure both of these monitors that I have for my setup are over 10 years old. Still work great. So I'm not going to get rid of either of these, but my plan is, I'm hoping, I know that neither of them have like a Vason mount system. I'm hoping there's some other mount system that I can do. Or maybe it doesn't have a Vason. I don't know. I'll have to double check one of them. But I'm hoping to take the better of the 2 and mount it up as like a vertical mount and have it like to my left or something like that. Or maybe above. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's kind of the game plan for the future in that regard. But it'll be a bit of setup. Where is... Okay, I need bench. Here we are. Grab you. Yeah, I think the name of it is like an X34 Predator or something like that. Predator X34 or something like that. It'll be really fun doing ultra wide. I've never had an ultra wide monitor before, so we'll see. It's curved too, so it's going to be a little bit of a different experience than what I'm used to. And it'll be nice to actually have a monitor that has a DisplayPort input. And not just HDMI. Because yeah, I haven't... Everything I have has been HDMI for like ever. Like I've never... Like my video card has DisplayPort out, of course, but... What the purpose of the curve is? It's to like... So that when you turn your head on an ultra wide, you're not like... It's not like flat over here, you know, or whatever, to your left or to your right. So it's so that like everything is like aligned essentially. You don't get distortion on a wide screen. Because if you made a 34-inch wide screen, right? It would as you turn, it would be like a problem, right? So that's the logic behind it. We'll see if it works. It's kind of funny, like I actually have technically like used an ultra wide screen in passing. A friend of mine has one, and I've checked out his sweet gamer setup, and like you would think that it would be kind of awkward because it's so long, it's so wide, it seems like it would be kind of a hassle. But truth be told, it's surprisingly natural. At least on his setup. Because it can do like 1080 and stuff like that just fine. Like it'll have just it be in the center, and then it just dims the sides or whatever. So it'll be nice because then because right now the center of my desk is the split between my monitors. So it'll actually be nice to have a monitor that's like the center is in the center. That'll be really nice. Okay, then box. Oops. It's really funny. There's a lot of like reds in this scene, right? But all of that's going to get neutralized the second that I do the lighting, because actually, because the lighting is going to be very blue because it's at night. Moon's out. Okay. What did I do? That's funny. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna get one done tonight, but I'm okay with that. I need to be patient. Like, actually, bigger one first because that's gonna have more area to cover. Oops. I'll get it done eventually. Color takes longer than you always expect. That's for sure. Okay. A little brighter. Especially when you have like such complicated characters. I mean, she's not very complicated, but the judges are. Age of Mythology. That actually would be kind of fun. I don't know if I bet the new one probably has support for ultrawide. I doubt that the original does. That would be wild. I don't know how that would work. You just see like half the map just this band, you know? That'd be kind of cool. Like fully zoomed out. Where? Oh, come on, where's the barrel? It's here. Wait, what am I doing? I have the barrel right up here. That'd actually be pretty fun. I should try like Age of Empires, like Definitive Edition, stuff like that. I don't know. I should play Minecraft on my new monitor. I actually haven't played Minecraft in months. Not like a year. Before that, I hadn't played in a while. Hit me up this weekend. I'm down. I should have some free time. Depends. Sure, I can play a game or two. Honestly, I do want to test. I'm really curious if Unreal Tournament is on. Like, it has like ultra wide support. That would be sick. Like ultra wide, ultra friggin' FOV, just like full spider vision. That would be fun. I always play games with like the max FOV that they will allow. Ever since, funny enough, speaking of Minecraft, like ever since I started like using Quake Pro mode in Minecraft, like I just got used to it. I just like having a ton of FOV. Might start up the game campaign again. Oh gosh, you already wrecked me. How am I gonna? You know, hold on. You know, I'm gonna do this. Get the annoying. Oops. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're gonna stop me at that here pretty soon if you keep on playing. Because, like, I haven't played it in a bit. I don't know, I don't play a lot of games. Like, I don't sit down and play enough games. I say that as if, like, I need to play more games or something like that. No, I get distracted by other things. I got, like, other work. Comic and whatnot. This takes up a lot of my day. You know, because I get home from work and then it's like, okay, time to work on the comic, basically. And on top of that, I got like missions and junk. It is what it is. That should work. Yeah, I can fix that up. But I do want to get back into games. Like, funny enough, so one thing I might do in the nearish future, because I really want to, depends on if I just sit down and actually do it. So Little Nightmares 3 came out. Apparently it was pretty disappointing, and to be honest, like, I kind of saw it coming, if I'm being honest. Because, like, I was like, it's not the original studio. It's a really, like, specific vision. Like, you can't just drop anyone in there and expect them to, like, just know what to do, you know? So, not surprising to me, really. Disappointing, sure. Like, I would have rather it have been, like, an awesome game and everything like that, but, like, yeah. But it did get to me remembering that, like, Little Nightmares was an awesome game series. I really enjoyed those games, and I want to play them again. So 1 and 2, and the DLC for 1. That's one thing that was disappointing. It's like, I was really hoping for DLC for 2. I was really hoping there'd be more added to that story. It's good without it, but, like, the thing about it is, like, 1 was an awesome game, and then the DLC came out and it made it an amazing game, right? Oh, you always played the campaign on easy when you were younger? Yeah, I never played the campaign. I remember watching my brothers play it. I think I tried starting it one time, and never sat down and did it. Like, I never played, like, RTS campaigns, even though it looked like that campaign looks really fun. Like, it really does. Her teeth are, like, red. So I should, honestly. Yeah, I need to. I know it's a really good campaign because, like, it's super creative. You got all this crazy stuff going on. I used to play around with the, like, create mode or whatever, the create a scenario mode a ton. So I saw, like, the different assets and stuff like that. That was super fun. I really loved all that. I would mess around with that in hours. Yeah, I do need to play the campaign. Honestly, I probably should play it on the original first before I get it, get the remake and then play that. I'd be really curious to try that. The original first. Probably your favorite RTS campaign? Dang, that's high praise. But I could see it, honestly. Like, from everything I saw, it, like, there were some really creative scenarios, like full-blown, like custom, like, craziness, you know, that you get into and stuff like that, and just, like, the story and everything like that, with, like, Kronos and whatnot. Yes, OG campaign? Yeah, I'll need to play that one. Man, not that dark. That looks like her gums are kind of swollen or something. Maybe not even that. Yeah, not that either. But yeah, so at some point though, I do want to stream Little Nightmares 1 and 2, because doggone, there hasn't really been anything like that. Like, that's one of those games that really inspired me creatively. Like, that one really inspired me creatively when I first played it. That was wild. They are apparently Tarsier, the studio behind the game, is making a new game called Reanimal, which is exciting. I'll probably get that and stream it when it's out next year, honestly, because, like, I streamed the second game when it came out, and I had a great time. It was super fun. So I'll probably do that as well. 2017, not that old. Little Nightmares? Thought it was an old game. No, not quite. It is crazy to think that it's almost 10 years old, though. That it's 8 years old, which is wild to me. So it's gonna be 10 years old in 2027. Heck, I'll probably freaking stream it again then. I'll definitely play it again, that's for sure. It's crazy that the second one is 4 years old now. I'm like, gone, man. Oh, I was in college still when that came out. Came out the last year of college for me. But yeah, not that old. It's not like 90s or something like that. That game would have been crazy if it came out in the 90s. What's funny though is I could see it though. I don't know. It's the style of it and the kind of atmosphere that it kind of manages is something I don't see a ton of nowadays. Like there's some stuff out there, but like it's very few and far between. And it wasn't particularly a common thing like the 90s, but I would say that there was more stuff like it 20 years ago or so, 25 years ago. Yeah, I guess that's only 2005. Yeah, like 25 years ago or even 30 years ago. Oh. Smudges. Honestly, I should play Little Nightmares with my new monitor. That game has some scenery, man. That game, that'd be kind of crazy. I don't know if that would work. It might not have support because like you go far enough and things start rendering, you know. This is a cool song. Who's this? Beta to the Max Time. I think I've heard of Beta to the Max. I think I've seen them. Speaking of older games, though, that kind of remind me of that. I might stream Ico at some point on original hardware, because why not? I have it. That'd be fun. This wall is going to be the same color as this. That is the wrong color. Hold on. I am really curious what Team Ico is getting up to, honestly. They have a new game coming out, and it's like, oh dang. Of course, you know, if their track record is anything to go by, it's probably going to be another, like, 5 years until it comes out, 6 years. But hey, still better than Bethesda. I'm checking this wall. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. We'll do this as well. This wall's going to be dark. This is going to be a pretty intimidating shot. Oh, come on. Is there another gap somewhere? Yes. There we go. Something like that. Okay. That's the wrong. That's the wrong thing. At least when they release it, it'll probably be worth playing. Yeah, compared to so many big games recently. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, like I do not even like pay attention to AAA or anything like that. Like there's nothing that I really pay attention to. I mean, the game that I'm most excited about now is the Reanimal, the thing that Tarsi is working on. That one looks really cool. It basically is just like, yeah, we lost the rights to Little Nightmares, so we're just gonna make it again. And I'm like, yes, let's go. Actually, I don't even think it's not even necessarily that they lost the right, it's that they just didn't want to make another game, and it's like, that's fair, honestly. I actually always kind of support, if it's like, yeah, we're kind of done, you know, unless it's like, okay, like, you set something up, then it's like, okay, come on, you know. But that one, like, I don't know, I always could take it or leave it. For people who like Shadow and Echo anyway, yeah. Or even The Last Guardian. I haven't played Last Guardian. It doesn't look as, like, striking, I would say, as Ico or Shadow of the Colossus quite. More so for, like, myself. Because, like, I don't know. I don't really connect to the whole, like, oh, you have a pet, you know, bird, dog, cat thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't know. I don't really connect with that. Not really my thing. But I still do want to play it. I want to play it for a specific reason, and that is, so when I was young, I was like obsessed with Shadow of the Colossus. I was like looking up like friggin' Nomad the Colossus videos and stuff like that, like learning like everything I can. Like I desperately wanted there to be like a sequel, you know, kind of one of those cases. And so I came across the 2009 IGN reveal of, you know, the next game that Team Ico's working on. You know, it's this thing called this game called you know, The Last Guardian. It's like, oh, like, what's that about? You know, it's like, what is that? Hold on. Like Last Guardian as in like giant Colossus, maybe? You know, Guardian Colossus? Which of course it wasn't, but at the time I was just like, oh my gosh, like I really wanted to like find out what it was, you know, what was going on, like what was this gonna be? And then nothing, right? It's like I go through friggin' high school, I go through like nothing, and then like 2017 rolls around, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh hey, Last Guardian, it's released, here you go, you can play it. And I'm just like losing my mind because I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, it's real, right? Like it was in development for so long, because back in that day 8 years was a long development cycle. Not so much anymore apparently, but it was like, okay, like that's crazy, you know, like I never thought it was going to see the light of day. Didn't hear anything about it for like the longest time. Suddenly it's like, boom, right there in front of you. So I'm like, okay, I have to play it. But then it came out on PS4 and I'm like, son of a gun, I don't have a PS4. How is it that every friggin' PlayStation game ever has come out on PC, except for that one, doggone it? 8 years is just the usual now. Yeah, and it comes out like broken. I legitimately think like smaller development cycles need to start happening. Like, and not in a like Call of Duty release a game every year kind of way. I mean like step back. It's that like one like meme quote or whatever. It's like, I want simpler games with worse graphics and better gameplay mechanics and better stories or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's what I want, you know. And it's not even a matter of like worse graphics. It's like just be more like efficient with your use of the graphics, you know. Like it doesn't have to be like oh, here's the perfect hair simulation, blah, 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 blah. Runs at 20 frames per second on a good day, but oh my gosh, it's so amazingly real. And it's like, I don't care. It looks like hot garbage most of the time. I'm gonna be real, like most of the time, like so many games that come out, it's just like, even games that it's like, oh man, like Unreal, like whatever the frick is, like it's just hyper realistic. It's like, yeah, but it's boring. Like, sure, it's detailed, like sure the textures are clear, but I'm like, I'm bored. Smaller games like Mega Man X, yeah, like honestly, for one thing, like that's all I have time for. You know, like I want to get into older JRPGs, but like the thing that's making me drag my feet is like I get into one and it's like 20 hours later, I'm like, oh jeez, like I'll get around to it, I guess. You know, like I find like bouts of time, and then I'm like, oh okay, like I can play this game, and then I run out of that time, and it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna move on and maybe come back to it, you know? And it's like, that's always disappointing to me. I'm like, I want to beat it, you know? I do not mind a game that's a little bit shorter. Honestly, like, I prefer it. That's why, like, Hat in Time was friggin' perfect, man. I was so impressed by, like, just, honestly, a lot about that game, but, like, big thing was just the pacing. It was like, I think I beat it in like 12 hours or something like that. I was like, this was so perfect. Shorter JRPGs like Final Fantasy IV are nice. How long of the game is Final Fantasy IV? I feel like either you or my coworker told me that it was like, what, like 20 hours or something like that? Which is a good length for a JRPG in my book. Because like, I think that Chrono Trigger is like around 25 or something like that. About 20 hours. Yeah, 20 hours is like an alright time frame for a JRPG, honestly. Like, I got into Lufia in the Fortress of Doom, which is a really fun game. I really like that game. It's super fun. And I've gotten really far. I'm about like 2/3 of the way through. And so far, like, it's not been terribly paced or anything like that, but it is like, it was just a little too long, honestly, so far. Because, like, I'm still, like, going through the towers and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like, it's still, like, a little bit long. And to be honest, I kind of put myself into an awkward spot where I started doing a really tough dungeon kind of early. And I've been using, like, save states and stuff like that, because screw it, I don't care. And so I got to get through that, and I'm just like, now I'm in that spot where it's like, oh no, do I even remember how to play the game? Because like, I'm gonna get into it and I'm just gonna die, and it's just gonna be like, ah, oh, great. Funny enough though, like one that was actually really good, not playing the original, because the original is like paced like friggin' like by a sadist or something like that, but the original Mother with the 25th anniversary patch is a fantastic experience. I think I beat it in like 14 hours, which was perfect. That was like the perfect length for that game. And super fun, super like classic just Mother. Really enjoyed it. Like, I honestly, like, it was really interesting playing that one. Playing that one through after having played Earthbound, you know, quite a few years ago now, like 10 years ago now. Jeez. Not 10 years. No, it's like about 8 years ago now. I'll need to play that one again as well. But and just like, honestly, like, it honestly added a lot to the experience in a kind of like retroactive way. It was interesting. Golden Sun, I've heard really good things about Golden Sun. Maybe 4 to 6, depending on how much you want to collect. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a completionist, so like that doesn't bother me. If there's like a lot of like extra side content and stuff like that, like, go for it, you know? Like, I don't really bother with that stuff, but it's, like, that's a good way to like make a game longer without like just having it drag, you know? more stuff to explore. Like every now and again, I can get into like a 60-hour game. Like for all its faults and for all the things that I didn't care for with it, Breath of the Wild actually really held my attention. Oh shoot, we're just gonna ignore that. Okay. I actually really did enjoy Breath of the Wild. This is... I'm just gonna make this red. And I beat it in like 60 hours, so I explored around a lot in that one. That's... Okay. Yeah, no, Earthbound had really good pacing. Mother One with the patch was fantastic. Nothing felt like too difficult. It's like I don't need to prove anything. I'm not gonna like go out and beat freaking, what is it, Saga or something like that. There's that really hard JRPG, Seventh Seal or something, like Seventh Saga or something. I don't need to prove anything. Okay, actually that is the correct color. Okay, cool. We're just gonna do this. Okay. All right, mask time. Yeah, I heard really good things about Golden Sun. I really want to play, like, I want to be Luffy in the Fortress of Doom. I really do want to sit down and actually beat that game because I am really far in it. I want to beat I want to sit down and play like Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI looks really fun. I wanted to try the Breath of Fire games actually. I think those are a little bit more grindy, but they looked fun. I remember trying them a long time ago and having a pretty good time. Actually, one that I would like to stream at some point is Phazanadu. Phazanadu is a great game. Really like Phazanadu. Haven't beaten it, but I need to. Okay. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 9. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Man, that took a long time to color that page. And it's probably gonna take a long time to color this page too. Yeah, these guys are gonna be a lot of work. The nice thing is I don't have to color the individual leaves. I just have to like tuck it in there. Breath of Fire 4 on GOG, just so I know. When a JRPG looks like Golden Sun again, 2D sprites with the pseudo 3D effect in battle. That'd be cool. I mean, the closest thing I can think is like Octopath Traveler. I don't know if it's exactly the same. I don't exactly know what the battle stuff looks like for Golden Sun. I don't know if I've ever seen that. But Octopath looked neat. Looked like fun. Honestly, I wouldn't argue with a remake of Chrono Trigger in that style. Kind of the pseudo 3D like cool lighting effect, pixel sprites, because like I think it would really add to the art in Chrono Trigger. It looks really good. Wasn't there something about a some kind of Chrono game, the Square Enix, like there was some rumor or something like that going around? Gosh, I hope it's something. Wasn't really feeling it. That's fair. I think that like from what I heard about it, it was like you had like a bunch of different like characters and stuff like that. So it sounded like it got a little bit like convoluted, honestly, or just like didn't really like get into anything. There was that other one, was a Starfarer or something like that. That was like very Chrono Trigger inspired, but I don't know about that one. I wasn't really down with the vibe of that one myself. Trying to think of other JRPG. I have like a list. When will you learn? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're not feeling it with the first one, like, I rarely like the second one. I'm trying to think if I ever have. If it's like, has there ever been a time when I was like, I don't really care for the first one, maybe the sequel's better? I feel like there is. I feel like there is a like game I played, and the first one was like, but the second one was like, okay, this is like, I can play this. Can't think of it right now. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get going. I'm tired. Yeah. So that's the stream. We got a page done. We're getting through it. We'll get through the color eventually. Truth be told, once I get past like page 33, well, I don't know. I mean, I won't have to do the interiors after I get done with this page. So that'll be nice. I'll be able to like kind of focus on bigger lots of colors, so that should go faster. But yeah, no, thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Been quiet these last few weeks, so it's nice to have the company. But yeah, I'll catch you on Monday. I'm gonna be streaming Monday. I'm not planning on working on Monday, but I don't know yet. We'll see. So it might be a late start. We'll see. Anyway, catch you all then there around Monday. And yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.